Vice President Harris speaking at the DNC last night, highlighting the need for tougher policies at the southern border.
It comes as she and President Biden have faced backlash over their handling of the humanitarian crisis there.
Joining us now, Astrid Silva, the executive director of Dream Big Vegas. Astrid, I just want to start by telling you how proud I am of you. I've known you for so many years, and you have such a determination to serve and to shine a light on those who are often in the shadows. I know you were at the DNC this week. You actually spoke at the 2016 DNC, sharing your immigration story. How have things changed in the last 8 years?
I think most importantly, and thank you so much, thank you, Jose, for having me and for those kind words. The thing that has changed the most is that now, since 2016, I've actually lived through a Trump administration, and that was the hardest 4 years of my life. And for me now, seeing this, and yes, I would have loved to have Dreamer speakers. We had a beautiful video with some of my friends who I'm very proud of. But I think that the biggest thing is that now I am a person who has lived through a Trump administration and who now understands what's at risk now.
Astrid, as you point out, you weren't a speaker this year. DACA wasn't mentioned at all in the vice president's speech. We played that clip, and she talked a lot about being tough on border security. So where does that leave the Dreamers? What does it mean for the people left in limbo?
We're going to continue being in limbo, no matter all the words that are being said, no matter all the speeches, no matter all of the videos at the border. There's still not a solution from either party. And so for us, we have to continue making sure that we are able to pressure it. But I will say that the feelings that I have are very different. I can clearly remember how I felt on September 5th, 2017, when Trump sent out his Jeff. I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. But when they sent him out to take DACA away from us, I can remember that moment. I can remember getting the calls of fear. I can remember that moment for all of us was losing our work permit, what was going to happen. And I can remember that for me, the Biden-Harris administration has been reaching out. They've continually been in contact to see what it is that I need. This week, I didn't even get to come to the entire DNC because I was back home helping folks fill out parole in place for spouses of U.S. citizens because we knew how important that program was. And so the feelings have been very different. Do I wish that the wording was a little bit better? Yes. However, at least we did get a path to citizenship, which is something that's very important because as a DACA recipient, I still don't have a path to citizenship. Right. Many people erroneously believe that.
Yeah, and I mean, that executive order by President Biden that is now being challenged today in the courts by a number of conservative states that want to see that executive order voided. I'm just wondering, Astrid, and I remember confronting the former president myself when he was, saying, oh, we're going to work towards DACA. He eliminated DACA. And so my question is, what is it that can be done to get DACA and those hundreds of thousands of young people who know no other country but this one on the front burner?
The most important thing is for our community to continue talking about it. I think many of us, we've lived in fear. I know for myself, I had many threats after that DNC speech where I was basically forced to protect my family quieted because the fear was so big from his administration. And so now it's time for our DACA recipients, for our friends, for our spouses, for those people who love us to really say that their vote is going to be not only for our families, but for all those other immigrant families. Because as a reminder, we have court coming up October 7th to again continue to eliminate DACA from that Trump administration. But we also have thousands of these students, these young people that I work with every single day who were completely left out because that program was eliminated. And so it's not just about us anymore. It's about the future generations that are coming right behind us. And so it's very important for us that no matter what happens, we know that a Trump administration, a continued Trump administration, there's going to be no discernment between do we have DACA, do we have TPS, even citizens at this point may not be safe. And so for us, it's very important that families continue to uplift our stories and also to go to the ballot box for us.
Astrid Silva, I'm so glad you were able to join us today. Thank you very much.